Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar, ben sizlerle birlikte Gece Cadısı'nı izleyeceğiz. Yapı serisi 9. bölüm. Çekmiştiğimi hatırlıyorum ama göndermemişim. Hadi izleyelim. Evet, bugün sessiz izleyeceğiz. Böyle de çok sıkıcı oluyor. Hemen 720p'ye kalite. Ulan sesini açacağım. Türkçe olsaydı var. Sesini angıttırırdı. Tabii ki Yapı serisi 9 dakika. Bundan sonra yeni bir şey ekledim. Yapı serisinde bundan sonra kaçıncı bölümse o kadar dakika. Şimdi
I start with the head, and to be honest, I'm very bad at creating human faces. I'm always struggling with the right proportions of the nose and the eyes and the mouth. So please don't be too hard on me when it doesn't look exactly like the Night Witch. But I do my very best, and I think I found a great way to create this doll face. Let's call it doll face. We need some purple, red and white, and we will create the mouth. These will be the teeth, and we are placing it right in position. And well, this is of course very tiny details. It depends on your skills and also on the time you want to spend in this creation. I decided to make it as much as detailed as possible. Meanwhile, we also mixed the bright blue, which will be used for the eyes, and there will be some details later in this tutorial, so just keep this color. It will be, for example, for the diamonds on the belt buckle and also on the magic wand. Okay, the most important part, the eyes of this creation, so spend some extra time on that. We're just using purple mascara for the eyes. And we will also create the eyebrows as well. Just take some white clay for this shiny detail in the eye. Okay, now we will go on. We will create the torso of the Night Witch. And you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be very detailed about that, because it will be coated in other clay colors. Just take some wire for the arms and for the neck as well. And we are assembling the doll, the tiny polymer clay doll. Yeah, it looks great. I think the proportions are right. And now we will coat. We will go on coating the arms and just fixing that with my modeling tool. Also the neck. I recently bought a new modeling tool. It's the exact same model, but the other one broke. I think I may have used it a bit too much. I will give you a link of my modeling tool, because it is one of my favorite tools of all time. Okay, assembling the head to the body. And if you ask me, well, if you only would purchase one tool, it's the modeling tool. I will just include a link in the description. We will now work on the arms. All we need is now some black clay, and we will coat again. This is just like some very long gloves. I think there's another word for that, but I don't know that, I'm sorry. And we will also work on the hands in a minute. This will be for the stand, and you will just stick the figure onto the wire, and I'm using just some green clay for fixing on the table. The fingers are pretty difficult. I'm using my scalpel for that, and it works just great. Now just take some blue and make a thin layer of that. It will be for the dress. And this dress of the Night Witch, well, it's, what's the right word? scrapped, broken, I don't know. It looks like that. Wrap around the torso.
Tabii
We
ki
are
bu
mixing
videolarda
just some
resim
purple with the
düzenleyeceğim.
skin color you used, and this will be some kind of
Resmini
a
düzenleyeceğim
shirt the knight
videoların.
witch is wearing
Duymadıysanız
under
diye bu arada
the
tekrar.
cape. Just placing it right onto the torso. And I'm using my beloved toothbrush, my old toothbrush, for some texture work. Now we need just some black clay for thin layers, and we will work on the cape. There's some kind of a gap between on the front
Şimdiye kadar bir tane telif
and
yedim
some more black clay
birinden.
for the left side, and later also for the right side. When I was looking for some reference material for this creation, I can tell you this was pretty difficult. First I googled it, then I looked at all the images and the replays which were available, but it was pretty hard as this card is not released yet. But over time I found some images which work fine, I think. I was looking forward to this working step a lot. This is the coating, creating the hood, the witch hoodie, and also the cape. And I'm using some scissors for that, so we can also attach and model. We are modeling the cape out of the same layer of black clay. So it looks great, but it wasn't that difficult to create. Yeah, what's next? We need some.
Biraz
We
ileri.
will now create the stand of our beloved
2
night
dakika
witch.
kaldı.
Just take some brown. This will be for the mud part of the stand. And this was pretty fun. Just cutting some more details into this block of brown clay. I read some comments, some of you were saying that it is so satisfying when I'm cutting some clay. So this was for you, I hope you enjoyed. We will just take some green clay and brighter green on top, and we will zoom in and just take any kind of knife or a scalpel or even a needle for the texture work we are about to do. And this looks simple, and it is pretty simple, but be careful with the tool you're using. And now we can attach the creation into and to the stand, just placing it right in the middle. And don't be afraid if the grass is destroyed. Yeah, we can repair that very quickly. We will also just add some more tiny details, just a few blades of grass, also on the side as well.
Bu arada
And we
arkadaşlar
can place it right
like'layın.
onto the plate
Birinden
for
görmedim,
going
kendim
into the
buldum.
oven. Meanwhile, we can create and work on the weapon, the magic wand the night witch is using. Twisting the black clay is pretty easy, and you can go on and just take some silver clay
Böyle
for the
videolara
details.
bakıyordum.
There's this
Play'deyim.
Doctor Ada,
Böyle videoları geziyordum.
and also a bigger one on the top.
Çille yapılan değil de
We will assemble that
Clash
all
of Clans'ın
after hardening in the oven.
yapılarına
We
bakıyordum.
will
O
use
arada
some super glue for that. Just cutting the blades of the axe. And there's this tiny damage, this tiny dent. So don't forget that. And now
evet arkadaşlar.
axe, and use some sandpaper.
Dur abi.
Is
Orada
finished. We can glue it right into the
ve
it up. And also for the
ve arkadaşlar bir videonun daha sonuna geldik. Like atmayı, yorum atmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Her zamanki slogan. Ve size göstereceğim 2 videoyu da izlemeyi sakın unutmayın. Çıkartabilirsin. Düzenleyip yapabilirsin. Bay bay.